Have you ever pondered why we dwell in a world of Maya, an illusion, even though we are well aware of life's impermanence? This question, my friends, has been the cornerstone of philosophical debates for centuries. So let's embark on a journey to decipher the enigma of Maya. Maya, a Sanskrit term, is often translated as illusion or magic, but it's much more than that. It's a complex concept embodying the idea that all we perceive in this world is not the ultimate reality. It's like a veil that covers our eyes, making us see only what we want to, not what truly is. Let's ponder this. Why do we cling to this illusion of permanence? Why do we build castles in the air, knowing they are destined to crumble? The answer, perhaps, lies in our innate human tendency to seek comfort in constancy, to find solace in the familiar. We are often so engrossed in the dance of Maya that we forget the ephemeral nature of existence. We forget that life, as we know it, is but a fleeting moment in the grand scheme of the universe. Death, the ultimate truth of life, is often seen as a destroyer. But have you ever considered it as a reminder? A reminder of life's impermanence, a nudge to remind us of the illusion we are living in? Death, my friends, is not the end, but a part of the cycle of existence, a part of the grand cosmic play. It's fascinating, isn't it? How we, as conscious beings, often get entangled in the web of illusion, forgetting our true nature, our true purpose. But don't despair. The journey to break free from this illusion, the journey towards enlightenment, starts with understanding, with awareness. So let's dive into the deep ocean of theories that attempt to unravel the mysteries of life and death. Let's explore together, let's learn together. Because the journey of understanding is not a solitary one, but a collective endeavor. Life, a complex phenomenon, has sparked numerous theories and interpretations. In the grand cosmos of existence, life is a peculiar mystery, often the subject of passionate debates. To unravel this enigma, let's delve into three distinct perspectives: scientific, philosophical, and spiritual. Firstly, from the scientific lens, life is a result of evolution, a process of natural selection where organisms adapt to their environment over time. It's a complex interplay of genetics, biology, and the environment. Life, in this context, is a journey from birth to death, a cycle of growth, reproduction, and eventual decay. On the philosophical front, life is seen more as a subjective experience. Existentialists, for instance, argue that life has no inherent meaning and it's up to each individual to create their own purpose. Stoics, on the other hand, advocate for a life of virtue in harmony with nature, considering it the highest form of existence. Lastly, the spiritual perspective offers a metaphysical understanding of life. In Buddhism, life is seen as a cycle of birth, suffering, death, and rebirth, a process known as samsara. The ultimate goal is to break free from this cycle and achieve nirvana, a state of liberation and peace. Similarly, in Hindu philosophy, life is considered a play of cosmic energy, or Maya, and the ultimate aim is to realize one's true self beyond the veil of illusion. These theories, as diverse as they are, reflect our persistent quest to understand the nature of life. They offer different lenses to view and navigate our existence, whether it's through the lens of science, delving into the mechanics of life, philosophy, pondering the purpose and meaning of life, or spirituality, seeking liberation and transcendence. However, regardless of the path we choose, it's important to remember that the journey of life, in all its complexity and beauty, is a transient one. As much as life is celebrated, it is inevitably bound by the reality of death, a universal truth that unifies all perspectives. Though these theories vary widely, they all converge on the reality of death. Death, the inevitable end of life, remains a mystery that has puzzled humanity for centuries. Let's delve into some of the theories that attempt to demystify this enigma. One such theory is reincarnation, which is deeply rooted in various Eastern philosophies and religions. It suggests that after death, the soul is reborn in a new body, continuing the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. This theory often goes hand in hand with the concept of karma, where the deeds of one's past life determine the circumstances of the next. Then we have the concept of an afterlife, a belief held by many religious traditions around the world. This theory proposes that there is a realm or state of existence that follows death. It might be a heaven or hell, a paradise or an underworld, depending on one's deeds in life. Some envision it as a reunion with loved ones, while others see it as a place of judgment. On the other hand, the scientific perspective sees death as a definitive end. It views life as a complex biochemical process and death as the cessation of this process. There's no consciousness, no awareness, and no continuation beyond physical death, according to this view. Yet, there are also theories that lie somewhere in between these perspectives. Some spiritual schools of thought propose that death is simply a transition, a shift in consciousness from one form of existence to another. They suggest that what we perceive as death is merely a change in the state of our consciousness. All these theories, as diverse as they are, try to make sense of the same universal truth, the inevitability of death. Each one provides a different lens through which to view this profound mystery. None can claim absolute truth, for death remains largely an uncharted territory. Death is a universal truth, yet its understanding varies from person to person. This variation in understanding is a testament to the diversity of human thought and the vastness of the unknown that lies beyond the realm of life. The cycle of life and death is a fascinating concept that has shaped many spiritual practices. This concept, often termed the life-death-life cycle, is a profound truth that underscores the transient nature of our existence. At the heart of the life-death-life cycle is the understanding that life and death are not separate, opposing states, but rather interconnected stages of a continuous journey. Just as day gives way to night only to rise again with the dawn, so too does life transition into death and death into new life. It's a cosmic dance of transformation and renewal, a rhythm as old as time itself. In many spiritual traditions, this cycle is seen as a metaphor for the ebb and flow of all existence. Each birth, each death, is not an isolated event, but a link in an endless chain of becoming. Every ending is also a beginning, every loss a chance for renewal. This is a powerful reminder of impermanence, the idea that everything in this world, including our own lives, is temporary and changeable. The significance of this cycle extends beyond the philosophical realm. It offers a framework for understanding and accepting the inevitability of death. It reassures us that death is not an end, but a transformation, a stepping stone to another stage of existence. By viewing death in this light, we can alleviate the fear and uncertainty that often surrounds it. Moreover, the life-death-life cycle encourages us to live fully in the present moment. Knowing that life is fleeting, we're prompted to treasure each experience, each relationship, each breath. It's a call to embrace life in all its beauty and fragility, to live with purpose and passion, and to make every moment count. Finally, the life-death-life cycle fosters a sense of interconnectedness. It reminds us that we are part of a larger whole, bound by the shared rhythms of birth, death, and rebirth. This can cultivate a sense of belonging, a recognition of our place in the grand scheme of things. Understanding this cycle can lead to a profound transformation in our perception of life and death. It can help us navigate our journey with greater wisdom, courage, and compassion, and ultimately bring us closer to the essence of our being. How does one navigate through the illusions of Maya to embrace the reality of impermanence? This question is a beacon that guides us to a higher realm of understanding. It is the cornerstone of our journey beyond the illusion, beyond Maya. To begin, let's recognize the critical role spirituality plays in this journey. Spirituality is not about rituals, nor is it about adhering to a specific doctrine. Instead, spirituality is the inner journey, the quest for truth and the acceptance of our transient existence. It's about understanding that life is fleeting, and the material world we often cling to is simply Maya, an illusion. To embark on this spiritual journey, we don't necessarily need to renounce the world and live in seclusion. The journey can start right where you are, in the midst of your daily life. It begins with mindfulness, a practice of staying in the present moment, observing your thoughts, emotions, and actions without judgment. Next, cultivate a habit of self-reflection. Take a few moments every day to introspect, to question your beliefs, your values, your actions. Ask yourself, why do I do what I do? What is the true purpose of my life? This introspection can lead to valuable insights, helping you break free from the shackles of Maya. Then practice detachment. Understand that everything around us is transient and ever-changing. Our possessions, our relationships, our achievements are all temporary. By practicing detachment, we learn to appreciate what we have without being enslaved by it. Finally, seek wisdom. Read, learn, and explore different philosophies and spiritual teachings. Engage in meaningful conversations, ask questions, and be open to different perspectives. Wisdom is the compass that guides us through the labyrinth of Maya, leading us to the truth of our impermanence. The journey beyond Maya is not a destination, but a continuous process of growth and self-discovery. It's about shedding layers of illusion and embracing the truth of our existence. So remember, a spiritual journey is a path to self-discovery and acceptance of life's impermanence. Embracing impermanence is a step towards liberation from the illusions of Maya. The phrase might sound daunting, perhaps even a little morose, but in truth, it is far from it. Embracing impermanence is about acknowledging the transience of life and finding beauty in its fleeting nature. It's about understanding that our existence, like the seasons, is cyclical, a constant dance of creation and dissolution. Consider, if you will, the cherry blossoms in Japan, a spectacle that draws thousands every spring. They bloom in a riot of colour, painting the landscape with hues of pink and white, only to wilt and fall in a matter of weeks, leaving behind a carpet of petals. The Japanese have a word for this, mono no aware, the pathos of things. It's a sensitivity towards the ephemeral, a gentle sadness at the passing of things, but also an appreciation of their transient beauty. It's the same with life. Every moment, every experience, every relationship we cherish is fleeting, transient. But rather than instilling fear, this realization can bring a profound sense of joy and freedom. It can help us live more mindfully, more fully, making each moment count. Embracing impermanence is also about letting go of our attachments. It's about understanding that change is the only constant, and that clinging to the past or worrying about the future only robs us of the present. It's about learning to flow with life, like a leaf on a river, accepting every twist and turn with grace and equanimity. In the grand cosmic dance, we are but fleeting sparks, here one moment, gone the next. But rather than diminishing our existence, this realization can make it all the more precious. It can help us see the beauty in the mundane, find joy in the ordinary, and appreciate the miracle of existence. So let's embrace impermanence, not as a bleak reminder of our mortality, but as an invitation to live fully, love deeply, and cherish every fleeting moment. Embracing impermanence is not about fearing death, but about appreciating and making the most of our finite lives. Let's recap the intriguing journey we've embarked on today. We've traversed the enigmatic landscape of Maya, the illusion that governs our perception of reality and keeps us tethered to transient worldly desires. We've learned how Maya is not just a mystical concept, but a lens through which we view and interact with the world around us. It's the veil that obscures the eternal truth of our existence, convincing us to cling to the fleeting and ephemeral. We then delved into various theories of life, exploring philosophical, religious, and scientific perspectives. We pondered on the nature of existence, the purpose behind our lives, the roles we play, and the paths we tread. Every theory, in its own unique way, offered insights into the profound question of what it means to be alive. Our journey didn't stop at life. We ventured into the realm of death, the inevitable end that awaits us all. We delved into theories that attempt to unravel the mystery of what happens when our physical bodies cease to be. From reincarnation to afterlife, from oblivion to a shift in consciousness, we've seen how different cultures, religions, and philosophies perceive the end of a life's chapter. From the individual concepts of life and death, we moved to the grander scheme of the life-death-life cycle. This eternal chakra, or wheel, is a fundamental principle in many spiritual traditions, symbolizing the ceaseless flow of energy and consciousness, the perpetual dance of creation, preservation, and dissolution. Then we embarked on the journey beyond Maya. We discussed when and how one should start their spiritual journey, the importance of introspection, self-discovery, and the pursuit of truth. We learned that spirituality is not an escape, but a path towards understanding the reality beyond the illusions of Maya. We concluded with the idea of embracing impermanence. We've learned that acknowledging the transient nature of our existence can liberate us from fear and attachment, enabling us to live fully in the present moment. Accepting impermanence is the first step towards shedding the veil of Maya and glimpsing the eternal truth. As we wrap up our journey, let's remember that these concepts, theories, and philosophies are not meant to provide definitive answers, but to ignite curiosity, inspire introspection, and guide us on our path to understanding. They invite us to question, to seek, and to explore the depths of our own consciousness. Remember, life is fleeting, and the sooner we realize and accept this, the sooner we can live in the present, free from the illusions of Maya.